Oh, this is an exciting match. Very well played by both armies. Now he is going to go for a bit more ghosts to feed back those High Templar. And quickly building up as many Marines and Marauders as he can. Going to get a couple more racks in there. And just building in as many of them as he can. Now he does have missile turrets for that detection. To see if he went for any DTs or for the Absorber if it came in. And to just shoot down any sort of unit that comes in its path. Now these Vikings are going to be heavy. But now he's kind of had them sitting there. He's going to switch to Immortals. Good play indeed. Very good. Especially when you see that coming. 4 bases are going to be good against that. He does have minor disadvantage. Those mules will give him the equivalent of the 3 bases, so you definitely see that at this point, getting the same amount. The major difference will be the gas with 200 more, so he will be able to afford more Immortals and more Templar. At this point, you are in the late game. It will be interesting to see what he does. He's got Zealots in these bases to prevent any sort of expansions from any probes that decide to get a little risky. He is going to send these out there, though, to try and secure that expansion. Sure enough, it does. He's not going to get too much with that. Just lifting it off and dropping it down. Now, Warp Prism coming in, which is very interesting with this Bio Army, if he's going to go for some kind of warp in at the base. Now, they are going to blink back. Stalker Army is very effective at this point with blink. The heavy army that has rebuilt itself is dangerous. He is basically exhausted a gas mine as well, but there is still some mining going on in the main. One is exhausted from the early point. They do have some updates. Everyone's trying to get a hold of me. So here's the attack incoming with these Stalkers and the Colossi. Going to do so much damage. The Vikings are not there to do too much. Now they are focusing down the Colossi, but is he going to take care of? Yes, he is going to start focusing on these Vikings. Not very effective when they're in the air. There the Stalkers go. They can decide to do... Oh, that Archon did so much damage against the army. Now it's heavily in favor of our Protoss hero, who is hero. However, those Marines and Marauders, super effective as well. Ghosts got their EMP off. At this point... the Protoss army has a lot of money to spend. I wonder how much he has invested in his gates. They can warp in a lot of units, but he does have the advantage right now with his units. If we look at the army, actually in favor for Terran, but the economy is so fast for Protoss, he now has a 5th base that he is warping in. Because of that, the rule that Artosis and Tasteless, also known as Tastosis, could tell you, once you're ahead, get more ahead. The Vikings now minimalized. If he gets enough Stalkers and Colossi, he can do so much damage. Now he's getting the shields up as well as the... Ooh, he's even getting the Gravitic Drive and Ground Armor 3. Getting another gate. It's interesting to see what he can do. He's got so many gates with his base. He's just got so many gates and gates aplenty. Meanwhile, the same could be said for Artist. Doing so much damage. Oh my god, I'm sorry. But that is a lot of barracks, so you are seeing that MMM build with the bio. Now, this was cool. This Warp Prism has come in to drop and Psystorm this base. And this Archon is now being built. Will they be able to crush it in time, or will the... Ooh, they did get to him in time with those Marauders. But very effective to crush that expansion. The income is now heavily in favor of Protoss with 75 over 33. Just macro up. Push out and destroy with these Archons. Oh, so effective. This expansion is now toast. Expect a GG. Well played. Macro is a very good strength of hero as well. How he balances micro, maybe not so much in PvT, but PvP, I've seen him before do great. Now, this is the big army that we see. Is he just going to walk his armies in there? No, well, he lost a lot, and those Archons did go down hard. The force to be reckoned with is more along those lines. Look at the units lost. So much has been lost by Terran, but Terran still has such a large army, but most of it is right here in these Vikings. Now, another warp drop came in. The Colossuses are in his base, and now these Zealots are now doing insane amount of damage. These Ghosts are cloaked, though. They will be able to snipe, and oh, it's so back and forth. I want to see where this Warp Prism is and where the damage is being dealt. Either that or he has destroyed it. Even more gateways, 4 more gateways being built, and they're in the back of where his minerals used to be. Just getting so much as he can. 5 bases now mining. Well, now 3 bases really. Warping in a lot more. He's going for so many Archons. He can get another if he so chooses, but he definitely wants these high energy Archons, or these high energy Templar, to use its feedback and its Psystorm. Oh boy, this was such a good match, but this is the closing minutes. Sorry for the spoiler alert. Combat incoming. Also, I'm sorry for the camera max up top, but this is simply a test to see how well I can enjoy casting, which I am enjoying it. 3 Immortals to basically eliminate the necessity for the Vikings. They will have to land, but they will not be very effective. The Scout has gone down for the 3 Robos, and here comes the attack, destroying the pylons, trying to do as much damage, but there are so many pylons built. He really is only destroying a building at a time, but here come the Chargeless, doing so much damage against that MM build. There they go, and Psystorm going down to crush this army. That is GG. So little you can do. He's focusing on the Archons, crushing them, but here we go, the Immortals. Oh, wow, there it is. GG lost his army. Oh, that was a good game. I hope you enjoyed it as well, and that is all I said. I will see you guys later. Hopefully this gets put on YouTube, and you enjoy it as well.